Hey again, it's Jazzy here. Glad to see you. If you are here because you're an entrepreneur or you came upon this channel while gathering information on how to build your first online course, that's what I'm discussing more of today in this video. So I want to talk to you about why it's important that you don't waste another day before building your online course and how to conquer that procrastination and just get out of that rut if you're in one. If you've been subscribed to my channel for any length of time, you know that I pretty much like to share about whatever it is that I'm working on. Going all the way back to when I was a salon owner and a makeup artist, and that's what my very first YouTube videos were about, and that's what I built my first online courses on as well. And I'll get right to it, guys. The reason you shouldn't wait on creating your course is because once you get the hard work of creating it out of the way, this content will continue to work for you passively for years to come. Yes, I mean years. So I do coaching and consulting now, but I still get students every month enrolling for my lash extension training course, which I created almost 5 years ago now. So you have to think long term. And if you're still kind of circling around the idea of doing it, or you've had that outline sitting next to your computer forever because any day now you're going to hire someone to help you get it going, or after work you're going to dive into it, and I encourage you, don't wait. You know, if this is something you want, you just have to go for it and know that your flagship course isn't going to be your one and only course. It should be just the first of many. So don't feel like it has to be perfect before you launch. Even though I'm a course creator, I still take and enjoy courses all the time. Just the other night, I took a Caribbean cooking class online, a course to learn video editing on Adobe, brow lamination, gardening, you name it. I mean, it's kind of incredible how we have so much access these days to all of this knowledge. So believe me when I say there is a market for what you do and people who want to learn about it. So anyway, here's the 4 tips I promised you. Things to keep in mind for when you get stuck in the process of creating your course and you want to go forward with it, but you're a little bit procrastinating. Tip number 1, choose something that you're already an expert in. So it sounds really obvious, but if you're trying to think of what to make your course about, start with the thing that you know inside and out. It's your fluidity in being able to talk about your subject and share the most valuable and new information that's going to help your students the most. Tip number 2, keep it simple. Listen, you don't have to have 25 modules, 10 quizzes, and stunning state-of-the-art graphics in your very first course. I see so many clients get stuck here, and honestly, some of the most useful courses I've ever taken were just lecture-style voice recordings uploaded onto Vimeo. They came with a PDF study guide at the end of the lesson. Maybe each one was 20 minutes or so, and that was it. So if you're including your time or any form of coaching with your course, you can have a very basic course while still charging $500 to $2,000 as long as you're giving your students some Q&A and some FaceTime. And even if you're not offering live instruction, just having a simple course where they can access the most relevant information is really all you need, so you can just keep it simple for your first time. Tip number 3, keep building your community. So you can build a course in 1 to 4 weeks, right? But nurturing your community is an ongoing effort, and this is how you're going to get students. Because what good is all that great information if no one knows who you are or why they should learn from you? Keep building your audience, keep nurturing your community. It's a slow grind, but it's definitely worth it. And tip number 4, treat your first course as a learning experiment for yourself as well. So again, rather than spending an exorbitant amount of time and money trying to make this really robust, perfectly polished course for your first effort, put something out there that's valuable, concise, and easy for your students to digest, and easy for you to create. Then what you'll want to do is listen for that feedback. You can survey your students at the end, or if you're showing up for weekly coaching within the course, just keep asking them, hey, what do you guys need? How are you enjoying the course? Is it making sense to you? Make understanding your students your primary goal. Because again, the first course you build, it won't be the last, and you shouldn't think of it that way. Did your students finish the course? Did they come away with something valuable? And were they able to put the information that you gave them to use after completing it? These are the things that really matter. So if they do, you will have repeat students, and then you'll really know that you're on the right track as a creator. I hope this information has been helpful to you guys. As always, please subscribe, like, and share it with anyone that you feel might benefit from watching. You can check out my other videos and tips on entrepreneurship and online course creation in my library or the playlist here. If you need a little help figuring out those next steps or navigating which platform to use or any of the many questions that often accompany this process, do find in the description below a way to get in contact with me, and I'd be happy to help.